It's Monday. Welcome, everybody. I'm
Yes.
Liz, and this is Midnight. And I'm standing in front of the flag is Therese. And we're joined once again by Ann Pinkova and our friend Morgan from Handmade by Me, who we get to see 2 weeks in a row, which is very exciting because we don't get to see her often enough. So, welcome. And hope everybody had a good week and got some work done and some knitting done, or not if you didn't want to. That's entirely your prerogative. But
Hope your sports teams did good.
Whoop
yeah,
whoop.
mine did. My picks were better than I expected. I was
Go
impressed.
Pack Go.
Hey, there she is.
Joan!
Hello, there's Joan. She's here, Mama Nevin. If you have any questions about any of the mows or cows or whatever, go to her Instagram and her link
Well,
tree and you can see the form.
I got
And now she's going to tell me, no, you can't.
I got some tagged on a new one, and I haven't had a chance to read up on it yet. So
Oh,
it'll be coming. So,
Awesome.
huh?
I said, awesome.
Oh, okay.
yes.
I was laughing watching your podcast because when you showed that Halloween, I'm like, yeah, Joan's going to start another blanket.
Oh,
I knew you were going to start it, even though you said you were putting it, you would do it later. I knew before the
No,
week's out you would cast it on.
I'm naughty. Okay, don't do like I do.
Do as I say, not as I
Yeah.
do.
Right. Because I'm very naughty.
That's alright. Makes
We're
things
not the
more
knitting or
fun.
crochet
today-
police. Do what you want.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But my little guy, I'm not doing well with my goals today.
Oh,
Oh, the Finch? I still need to download
yeah.
that. Whoops.
Yeah, I'm not doing well with my Finch because I put on there, work on bag, do this.
Yeah.
Didn't make
I
it to.
just cheat and defer it to the next day.
That's what I'm doing.
So I was in Barnes and Noble earlier, and this just kind of like reminds me of this. I saw that they had the Tamagotchis at
Mhm.
Barnes and Noble, and man, had I had some money, because oh man, had I had money left over from last week's paycheck, I would have been grabbing me a Tamagotchi. I was like, those were like oh, I love this. I love Tamagotchis.
Feel the
They were so much
need to
fun.
feed your Tamagotchi, or else it will die.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
I babysat a Tamagotchi for a friend of
I
mine
did too.
who went out of town with her family because her parents didn't know she had it. Because
I had a Tamagotchi as an adult. Because I was fascinated by it. And I actually would wake up in the middle of the night. When I had small children and could sleep, I woke up in the middle of the night to feed the Tamagotchi.
Love that.
I used to have to babysit it while my kid was in school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were the days.
Yeah.
well, the Finch app basically is a Tamagotchi.
But it
But it
doesn't
just doesn't die.
die.
No,
that's good.
well, that's good.
Okay.
I remember when they came out, though; they were so popular.
hmm
Well, mine keeps doing something weird. And maybe you can answer this question for me.
She's the expert
The-
Finch person.
The first couple of days when it finished its trip,
Mm-hmm.
whatever it found, it put in the inventory.
Okay.
Then after that, it just says, "Oh yeah, she discovered this," and that's it.
Oh, well, when I started, you didn't get free stuff at the beginning.
Okay.
So you must be a winner for a new user.
Huh.
So
I'm just like,
I
okay,
gotta buy all my stuff now.
whatever.
I don't know.
Gotta hop on this Finch
But
thing.
I was laughing with, you casting on new blanket. I had a blog post before for my puzzle box quilt, so I'm like digging around on my computer, anything to not actually finish my coffin pattern.
Mm-hmm.
I finished the blanket and now there's like little things I have to tweak still. But I'm looking at that quilt. And I'm like, oh, it's so pretty. You know, I could add to my one blanket. I could knit more, as if I don't have all these other.
Well, you know,
Mhm.
I'm gonna rat Tabitha out. Did you watch her and Neil's last episode where
Mhm.
she was talking about that, and she said she wanted to put a cross on some of the coffins?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that would work fairly well. The big issue is that, I mean, in garter stitch, if you did a couple of stitches to make a little cross in it, the problem is that you will really obviously see the upward stitches if it's just, you know, a
Right.
couple rows of knits and garter, but the sideways ones will be more difficult to see.
Right.
Not impossible, but I mean, she's welcome to go for it. But
Yeah, what if instead of knitting them, you did slip with the yarn behind? If you just, slipped them.
Yeah, I thought she said
do
she
that.
was gonna maybe put beads on it or pearls.
Okay, that would be cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, that would be
yeah,
really
that'd be
cool.
great.
Yeah. So
I was thinking of crocheting little sugar skulls and putting them on mine. A couple of them,
That'd be fun.
but we'll see.
see, Neil, I do pay attention to your episodes.
I still need to watch, but hey, I'm getting caught up though. I'm getting caught up.
There you go.
Speaking of,
With
I
Amy's.
got a lot done on mine for Anne.
Let's see.
Ooh, let's see.
Okay.
So pretty.
Oh, that's pretty.
Though you know, the coffins look so much bigger than I thought they were.
Well, I'm doing DK.
Okay. Okay.
Hers are in fingering, so hers are a lot smaller.
Well, here, and I just one
Well,
second, let me
not
get
that much. I mean,
of my row and what I'm knitting, because I have it right here, you know, in case I need to show everybody again.
Uh-huh.
Any
Yes,
opportunity.
please.
But they did row when I blocked them. So I have to remeasure what the height is now. But I mean, I kind of knew that would happen, but
Yeah.
they are kind of big.
Especially garter. Yeah.
mine are 7 by 5 by 9 unblocked.
Okay. Here. Let me
But I had a problem because when I pulled out my yarn to wind it, because I ordered the yarn, I only grabbed one skein of each color at first and figured I would go back and wind more when I needed it. And when I went to look at the other yarns, not all of them are the same color tone
Oh.
by a lot. So, and I don't want to alternate skeins on these little coffins because. So I'm rearranging my colors to figure out how to work around that.
Well, you can, I mean, if you wind the second skein and then just swap them in and out so they're their own coffin, so it's not obvious that half the blanket has one. Not that I think.
I think I'm okay because I have that with the one multicolored skein I'm using, and they look two totally different. So I'm using one where I think I need more blue, and then I'm using the other one where I think I need more reddish pink.
Mhm.
So I think with those, I'm going to be okay.
Okay.
But I'm enjoying it a lot. So
Nice.
I hope to get it done before. I should have it done before the end of the month.
Okay.
I hope.
Here's mine.
Morgie's doing the Intarsia.
Yep, I'm doing the 2 at a time in Tarja,
I like
which
your
I'm
colors.
loving it. Thank you. This is Lynn's. This was a mini skein set that Lynn dyed a couple. Well, yeah, maybe going on more than just a couple of years ago now. But I never I didn't know what project I was going to use it for, and then what better project than the coffin quilt? So. Yeah, so I'm trying to use up all the colors though, because I noticed because I started with black for the edge, and I'm like, well, I wanted one full black coffin, and then I want to do a blue one, a full yellow one. So I'm gonna play around with just I'm kind of doing it by random generally, but yeah, I'm just using random minis, but I want to use them all up though.
Mhm.
It's very
I'm
cool.
glad you like it.
Sash.
The Intarsia thing is working well, and
Yeah, it's working really, really well. It's one of those things where it's like the join always kind of like freaked me out because I was like, it's not like in Fair Isle where you're just well, I mean, it is like in Fair Isle where you're just twisting them, but like for some reason in my mind I thought it was gonna be a lot like harder somehow. I don't know why, I don't know how, but yeah, so I'm really excited to get on to the next. I just haven't determined how big I want the blanket to be yet, so I'm kind of just like, well, we'll keep going until I'm like, all right, yep, good, good enough, and then I'll go with the rest of it. But yeah, I'm loving it. It's real, like I feel like the pattern's kind of like in my head now most of the time, so I don't have to like look at the pattern much anymore. I just kind of go with it now. So yeah, it's
I do
great. I
use
love
stitch
it.
markers because I put it down and then I can't remember where I was on the increases and stuff. So I'm like, you know what? I could count the garter, but it's also good to have just a little bit of a
Right.
backup.
A
right.
safety net just in
Yeah.
case.
Renee's
For
waiting for the
sure.
crochet version.
Ooh, yes, the crochet
Well,
version will be cool too.
there is Amy did write one, so that'll be included in with the pattern. But I don't know, I'm not doing more extensive stuff for that.
Anne's
Well,
not crocheting one.
I'm not a crocheter exactly. But yeah, there will be a version included in there.
Come to the dark side, and
Well, I can do like a granny square. Like I can very basic, but yeah, I'm not knowledgeable enough to play around with it and write patterns definitely.
Morgan, I have a confession to make.
Oh boy,
Sorry,
I'll call him now.
widow this morning.
Wait, what happened?
Did you hear me?
No, it cut out.
Okay. Sorry about that. Did you hear what I said?
No.
Just that you had a confession.
My husband killed a black widow this morning.
Oh, the baby.
Yeah.
Well, I
tell
understand.
her.
I understand. I'm still a little sad, but I understand.
I know. Well, I thought of you today because we had the plumbers come fix under our house, and
Yeah.
there are a lot of spiders under there, a lot, and so they used bug spray.
Oh.
I know
Oh.
you heard the screams of the souls of the spiders.
Oh,
I did. My little.
listen, if
Better
it's going
living
to kill
through
me, if it's going to kill me, I'm going to kill it first.
Well, Black Widow, yeah. I don't think twice about that. Sorry,
Well, I mean, fair enough. Fair enough.
but
Fair enough.
there's
Although
so
I've
many
seen people like
spiders.
keep them.
There's so many spiders where I live. So many.
Yeah, I don't like black widows or brown recluse either. Texas sheep lady. I had a coworker who nearly died from brown recluse spiders.
Yeah, no.
He got bit. They were in his apartment, and he got bit while he was asleep.
Oh, gee. Yeah,
He
I've
ended up
woken
in the
up with spider
hospital.
bites before. I mean, we do everything we can, but we just can't keep them out.
Yeah.
We do get black widows here. We get them in our garage occasionally.
And apparently, I'm especially juicy, so they love me. Them and the mosquitoes.
Yes, the mosquitoes I can
started.
attest. They seek me out. They know when I've stepped outside.
Mhm.
They can detect me from miles away,
Same.
and then they
Same.
come find me
Yeah.
like Liam Neeson and just
Well, I thought
You wish it was Liam Neeson.
yes,
Be
this is
better.
true. I'd much rather it be Liam Neeson.
Yeah. But I thought when I left Southern Louisiana and moved to California,
You'd think.
that, and when I lived in Southern Louisiana, I never, ever, ever had a possum in my house. Ask me how many I've had in this.
Possum. Oh, I'll come get the little baby.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
come get him.
Oh,
yeah. When you find them, they go.
yeah, they got little gross
They're
hands.
scared. Okay, wait. Okay, so let me see if I can find
Spread
this
diseases
picture.
to horses. No.
So back when I lived in Whitewater, there was this little baby possum that so like we had like so I had a couple of like potted plants that were like so we were in like an upper, and then you walk out the door, and then there was it was like the front landing, and then you go down the stairs, there was another little landing. So I'm coming home from work one night, and I'm like going up the stairs, and like just behind this like pail that was by the door up on the landing, all of a sudden I see this little like glow. I was like, so then I like got my flashlight out on my phone and like pointed it over there. It was a little baby possum, and the poor guy was, of course, going, like that, because he was, just kind of freaked out. Poor little thing was like, don't hurt me. But he just stayed right there. I just very slowly moved the door, very slowly just moved inside. He was he's just a little baby.
I mean, as far as disease-carrying rodents, possums are nicer among them. But
I mean, this is
still,
true.
Not if you have horses. They're a
Well,
no-no.
true.
I have a
We've
funny
had-
possum story.
oh yeah,
We think that our first boxer that we had used to
Yeah.
bring possums in.
Oh
So
no.
one morning, my husband woke up and he goes, "Oh, there's a dead possum in the hallway." And so I went and looked at it and I said, "He's not dead. He's playing possum." And Ned goes, my husband's like, "That's not a real thing. That's not a real thing." It's like,
Totally is a real
"Listen."
thing.
yeah.
So he went out to the garage and got his possum bucket and his possum cap and glove. That's how many we had, right? So he scoops it up in the bucket and he takes it out in our front yard, and he looks out the window and goes, "I'm telling you it's dead. I'm telling you it's dead." I said, "Okay." He looks out the window and he goes, "He's walking away." It's like, "I told you."
You woke him up.
That's funny. You disturbed him from his slumber.
No, I think my dog used to bring him in.
Oh.
Once he passed away, we never had another possum in the house. We've had him on the fence. The other day, Pirate found one on the fence and was losing his mind.
He's like, let me get him.
Because he misses
Yeah,
his
but your
gopher
boxers-
buddy.
I know he's trying his best to make a friend.
Yeah, he's just like,
Yeah,
"Hey,
he just
man,
wants
let's
another
go."
little friend. That's what the boxer wanted too. The boxer's like, look, I found a friend.
No,
He's like, "He's my buddy. We're hanging out."
I have kind of a gross possum story, but he would squeak his toys, and we'd say, "Drop it." And whenever he would drop it, he always had to squeak it one more time. And so one night there was a big commotion in the backyard, and he had caught a baby possum. And we said, "Drop
Oh, I
it,"
think
before
I
we
see where
thought
this is
about it.
going.
And he
squeaked
squeaked it.
It
Aw.
squeaked, but it didn't squeak no more.
Oh.
So I know
Poor
I feel
baby.
bad, but I mean he was in his yard, so
When we lived in Detroit, we came home one night and flip on the light, and there's a dead squirrel laying on the floor.
oh my gosh.
Dead black
Oh,
squirrel.
Lord.
And we don't know. I think maybe he got in down the chimney or something. But Roxy, the other dog, was having none of that.
Oh my
But
gosh.
it's just kind of, it's a little odd seeing a squirrel just laying there inside.
Yeah. Yeah. Dogs are so much fun to have.
My
Yes,
brother.
but with cats, they're usually headless.
That's
Yeah.
true.
You don't want to see a headless bunny rabbit.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
no,
my
thank you.
brother's husky, beautiful, beautiful white husky with, the sort of black tips, ice blue eyes, total vacant expression, stone cold killer. Like, squirrels, rabbits. My brother said sometimes it's like Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. He'll bring a full rabbit up on the porch, like, "Hey, can I come in?" And
No.
He has to like quietly throw it over the fence and
Yeah.
hope something else drags it away.
Ugh.
When I mean, like the first couple of days that we moved in this house, our boxer was going crazy at my son's closet in his room. And so we're like, what is wrong with you? And so finally my husband opened the door and there's Possum.
Welcome home.
Surprise.
Yeah. Well, we got to the point where he brought so many in that when we called animal control, they wouldn't come out anymore. They said you gotta get them out yourself.
Wow.
That's their job.
what do you think?
Well,
You'd
They
think they'd
came-
want to hire him.
well, they came for the first two, and after that, they were like, "No, you got to figure it out on your own." Hence, our having a possum bucket and possum gloves.
Oh, here it is. I found the picture. I found it.
What is
Let's see.
Oh, wait,
Alright,
let me
okay.
turn
I
the
will. just a
brightness
second.
up. Hold on. So, okay. There he is right there. Right behind, wait,
Oh,
hold on. Let me go a little bit further in. Yeah, so we had the door, and the little guy was just behind the
Aw.
Jeez.
and the
we're not fake.
bucket. I was like, it's okay, little guy. Like, just move real slow, and he just went. And I'm like, okay, I know, scary human. It's okay.
I saw a picture the other day. Somebody was driving down the road and a raccoon had hitched a ride in the back of their pickup truck.
Oh my gosh.
And the raccoon was standing up on the side of the pickup truck while these people are driving down the road. Like, he's going to be really bummed when he can't get back home. You know, if he gets off the truck, he's screwed.
Gonna be like,
Moving to a new
"Mommy."
neighborhood.
Yeah,
You know what I
Renee in
really
the chat
want?
says different kind of possums. It is. The New Zealand possums are a
Yes.
high class animal. They're very nice. They're very
High
fluffy,
class.
very fine furred. Not the creepy American ones. It's like the difference between American badgers and English badgers.
Yeah.
English badgers are nice, even though they have tuberculosis and they'll get you. But they look nice, beautiful,
They're very
silky fur,
sophisticated.
not American.
Sophisticated.
American badgers will rip your face
Yeah.
off.
Well,
Yeah,
we
the
were out.
New Zealand badger is a little closer to lemur. It's not a lemur at all, but just like the mental picture there.
You know what
We were-
animal I really, really want? I want a raccoon.
No, you don't.
No.
But
No, you don't.
it's a
They're
trash
really hard.
panda.
Yes, and they're also destructive, and
It can be, yeah.
they're hard to train.
They eat.
They're hard to
cats.
train. They get a lot of diseases.
This
They
is
will
true.
attack any other animal.
This is
And they're nocturnal, so you're only going to see them awake at night.
My
I
husband
can be awake
and
at night.
my husband and I went camping one time, and there was this church
Yeah.
group that was camping with us in the area. And we see these people out there going, "Oh, look at that sweet little thing." It was like a raccoon up there. And my husband and I are like, "Mm-mm, don't do it."
We used to have one that lived in our backyard, and we had a hollowed out tree because it had been hit by lightning. And the mama raccoon would go there every year and have her babies.
Mm-hmm.
And then she'd go out at night and get food to feed the babies. And then in the early mornings, you could see her laying across the branch while she was resting during the day. And sometimes the babies would fall out. And we would stay away because we didn't want our scent on them. And she would stomp down the tree, grab that baby in its mouth, and drag it back into the
Like,
tree.
Jacob, stay in bed.
And then when they got big enough, she'd take them out, and you'd see them, and they'd follow in a line, and eventually, and then they'd disappear, and they'd go live wherever they lived the rest of the year. But they got in the garage a couple times and destroyed stuff. Nearly killed my neighbor's dog, little terrier, because
Oh boy.
terrier did not have the same kind of claws as a raccoon does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I asked my husband one time why we get all these wild animals in our backyard, and he was like, "Well, we have a food source and a water source because we have an orange tree and we have a pool."
There you go.
Makes sense. There was a period of time where I wanted a pet hedgehog. Okay, first off,
Yes.
the
I want
rules
one too.
the rules state by state on getting a hedgehog are like there's variety. Like
Mhm.
South Dakota, you're fine to have a hedgehog. State of Pennsylvania, you are not allowed a hedgehog because they consider it to be a potentially invasive species. So if like they escaped and went wild, that could be some sort of an ecological issue. But the thing is that hedgehogs only survive in like real warm climates. So probably not Pennsylvania would be a place. Might like Florida better. We might need to do a little gorilla animal husbandry. But anyways, so apparently another thing about hedgehogs, also nocturnal, but they also have this thing that they will like fall off surfaces and break their little legs. And I didn't think I could be responsible for that. You gotta put their little tiny legs in splints.
I did see a cute video that someone had filmed in Africa, and it was a group of hippos by a watering hole, and there was also elephants. And
Yes,
this one little baby hippo kept trying to go to the water hole, and the elephant kept making it go away. And he wasn't aggressive, just moving it, trying to keep it away from the watering hole. And the baby kept trying to get in it. But what people said in the comments, I guess they could see crocodiles or alligators in the water. So mama elephant or daddy elephant was taking care of baby hippo. Finally, the adult hippo came over and made baby hippo go away.
Mm-hmm.
But I just thought that was cute that
But he was thirsty.
Yeah,
They
but
wanted
there's
to get eaten.
crocodiles.
I bet
Go
baby
get 'em.
hippo tastes really good. I'm just saying. Like that baby hippo better run.
Oh yeah, I mean those back flanks. Mm-hmm.
Therese, what are you working on?
I can't tell you,
Oh, okay.
but I'm almost done. I only have a few more rows to go,
More
and then I'll
secrets,
have
Joan.
something
More
new to
secrets.
cast on
Well,
next week.
of course you should
gonna
be in a
cast on
good
a
mood
sweater.
because your football team won.
And it's
So
something I will. My football team, my baseball team did a whole big thing. Ugh. They
you should have
were almost in a no hitter, and
I
it
saw
was
that.
2 outs in the bottom of the ninth, and they ended up winning 4-3. So that was very exciting. But I'll have a sweater on the needles next week.
Nice.
And then I'll have to knit that adjacent with my fun run project.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a
I'm
way
still
we
trying
can
to determine.
watch the football game while we talk?
Yeah,
I can have the score up
one.
on my. I mean, I can have the thing up on my phone.
What's it tonight? It's Vikings and
And the Bears, go Vikings!
Go Bears.
Go Vikings!
Bears.
No, not
Go
go
Bears.
the Bears.
I think I picked
No.
them for you, Morgan. I think I
Not
picked the Vikings
the
for you.
Bears.
The
Therese.
Vikings have
Morgan, do not be deceived.
So
I don't
many
care
times.
about nobody.
Well, see, I'd rather that than Therese being like, "Go Bears."
Oh, I didn't say go Bears. I don't care about that game.
I did.
Well, you said the Bears.
I
Joan!
said the Bears.
I
I just said the
The
Bears.
Bears.
Supposed to say,
The
yeah.
Bears.
Oh, okay.
I don't care.
That's acceptable.
Minnesota has ruined the playoffs so many times for the Saints, so I can't cheer for them. Sorry. Sorry.
What?
That's to tell me that it's time to get off work, so I should have been working through that bell.
Uh-oh.
Whoops. Whoopsie.
Well,
So, yeah, Morgan's happy today. I'm
That's
happy
right.
today. The old man had a great game.
Micah Parsons, listen, if Jerry Jones is something else, man. Like,
He's something.
Jerry Jones
he
needs
is
to
something
go.
else.
He's
He is
something.
something else.
Our
But
Angel owner is the Jerry Jones of baseball.
oh yeah.
Yep.
Bad.
It's just I mean, the Packers won on that one, let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not that Kenny Clark. I mean, he was, still good, but man, yeah, yes. I think we're going places this season. I think
I think, yeah, I think
I'm feeling
not
good about
saying.
it.
There
Teresa's
you
like, I'm
go.
not gonna jinx anything. I'm not gonna jinx anything.
Yeah, I'm not saying
Listen,
nothing. Mm-mm.
okay.
Hey,
Speaking of
Before Ann's
son was
jinxing,
eyes glaze over.
my son
speaking
was
of
thrilled the
jinxing.
Raiders won. So
Oh, did they?
yeah,
So speaking of jinxing, I don't know if y'all believe in jinxing. I do, wholeheartedly, especially since I've worked in a restaurant, and now that I work within healthcare, I've doubled down on my beliefs of jinxing. Like it's a thing. Like every single time, because I work every other Saturday, right? And of course, last Saturday was my Saturday to work. And on Friday, I have to close in urgent care. So as one of the other, receptionists leaving, she goes, "Oh yeah, Saturday won't be busy. It'll be fine. You'll be dead. It'll be quiet." She said all of these forbidden
oh,
words. All of them.
How
And
did
so
you
what
not?
happened on
Her?
well, I said to her, I said, "Next time you jinx me, we're gonna have a nice chat about jinxing." So sure enough, Saturday rolls around. It was chaos. Pretty much from the moment we opened until I had to stay a little bit later past close because people decided to walk in at 5 minutes to 4 and say they need to be seen in urgent care,
It was
even though
college
we're open
football
8 to 4 on
weekend.
Sunday.
People get
Well,
to
yeah,
yeah, that's true.
stupid thing.
But it's
that is
like
true.
the word quiet, dead, bit like no,
It's like
no.
saying the name of the Scottish play.
Exactly.
I work in health
Oh, yeah.
also, and today has been a day. I have had 5 call-offs,
Oof.
which is a lot.
Yeah.
And I've had a call-off for Friday, and I mean,
Already?
I had 5 call-offs before I got out of bed this morning. They were
Well,
texting
dang.
me.
Man.
So
Somebody was busy watching NFL.
yeah, it was a Monday. It was definitely a Monday.
Mm.
Yeah, that was like, well, they probably watched it, but they weren't invested in it. That
Yeah.
game last night was something else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was going to bed. I had my phone and my iPad, and I'm stood up and I'm getting ready to head off to bed. I'm like, this game is over. And then something happened. I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'll just finish watching till the end. It'll be over soon. Oh, no, it was not. That was crazy.
Which game was that?
It was the Ravens and the Bills. And the Ravens,
yeah.
with 4 minutes left, it was 40-25 or 28.
Yeah. I know. I'm not usually a Bills fan. I don't care, but I was really. I thought they did good because
I can't stand the Ravens, so.
Me either.
Josh Allen was calling out the fans who left early.
It ain't over till it's over.
That's right.
So, Anne, are you working on your sweater?
Yeah, we can talk about knitting.
I know.
I'm such.
Well,
Just,
I
a little bit of knitting anyway.
It's not football
like I
night.
said
Yeah.
before. Oh, and I did measure my blocked quilt just now. That my fingering weight coffins are 9 inches tall and then 5 at the widest.
Okay.
So there's that. But yeah, I am hoping to get my quilt pattern done soon. Got a lot of stuff done on that. But yes, I'm working on this ambrosia sweater. For a little something in between.
Ambrosia.
And here. I know.
Here, let's make her big.
Oh, here. I'm not at the end of the row. Hello.
That's okay.
I
I like those
Cute.
colors together.
Mhm.
Yeah, that looks good.
Very
My
springy.
my brother told me they look like a school teacher. I'm like, thanks, man. I hope you mean in like a real cool way. And but there's a little puff sleeve and Miss Athena. So what I didn't notice in the sweater, so it's a short row for the little puff, and she did hers this stripe in dark green yarn, so it doesn't look quite as obvious that there's extra to that stripe. But I think it'll be fine. I mean, it's gonna have to be fine. I'm not taking it out, but
Very
anyways.
cute.
Cute.
Reminds me of, well, other than the puff sleeve, but the stripes remind me of the old rugby shirts that
Yeah.
were popular when I was younger,
Hmm.
because they'd have
Yeah.
the wide and then the narrow stripes.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes, I like it. Yeah, and that's fun. And it's just stockinette, which is great. So it should go along pretty quickly. And it's a nice in between, knock a sweater out. I can knit on this and think of the planning of my other projects, while I just.
Mm-hmm.
Have
Be
you
very-
planned your project for the fun run?
I have not. Well, I do want to do another coffin quilt. And I did get the Halloween advent calendar from Tina, so I could do one in DK. I probably won't, not really planning on finishing it in that time, but maybe I'll really woohoo get that out there. But I'm not sure.
I don't know if you'll have enough DK to make a whole quilt.
Oh, no. I mean,
Okay.
it'll be incorporated in.
Oh,
But yeah,
okay.
I'm not expecting that there'll be enough for the whole quilt and
I was
there.
gonna say,
but-
how big is this advent? I'd be like,
Yeah.
dang, I missed
No,
out
no.
on it. Like,
That
dang it.
I am planning on using that advent in, the midst of everything else. So
Nice.
I have to finish writing up my pattern for my flat tee, which I finally got a hold of my graphic designer so she can do my schematics and stuff for me. She was taking
nice.
5 classes over the summer, college classes, so she's been a little busy. But she's going to work it up for me this week, and then hopefully to get that out soon since my test knitters are mostly done.
yeah,
And then I finished Tina's advent pattern, and I'll be getting the pattern to her next week or end of this week. So I don't know how she's going to distribute the pattern. If we're just email it to people who want it or not on her advent, but it's with the fingering weight set. So of her yarns, and they're so pretty.
So, question of the yarn, which might be considered spoilers, so maybe I shouldn't. But the question is, it's all orange, brown going to golds. There's no grays in there, right? Or is that spoiler? I will not then. Never mind. Forget I asked.
I will say keep an open mind on the color.
Okay. No, I'm excited, but again, I'm trying to think of other yarns I have that I could potentially.
I will say that there are more fall colors in it. There are fall colors in it, but they're not only fall colors in it.
Okay.
So I'll put it that way.
All right. I might
But
have
they
to.
do work well together. They're really pretty.
Nice. I might have to wait until my advent is open before starting this. Be a good girl and open them proper.
I would, because you might want to play around with the colors.
Okay.
I had fun playing around with it for the pattern. So, and what's so great about her colors is because even if they're not all the same colors, a lot of them have the same intensity.
Mm-hmm.
So they go well together.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm very excited for her Halloween. I know she's working on the minis.
Yeah.
So, very exciting.
So I have a knitting dilemma that I'm hoping y'all can kind of help me with, or at least help me
do tell.
debate. So I have made quite a number of sweaters over the years that I've been knitting. And when I made these sweaters and cardigans, I weighed a little bit more. Well, now that I've lost a bit of weight, a lot of them don't really fit very well anymore. So the dilemma that I have, and there's already a couple of them that I'm like, okay, I can't be bothered to rip it out and like redo it. Like I'm like, nope, nope, nope. So I've put those in the donation pile. And then there's like one or two that I'm kind of like, okay, well, I don't mind them being a little bit like oversized anyway, so I'm just gonna like leave them alone.
Mhm.
But the other ones, I'm assuming that the best possible way of like fixing them would be just to rip the whole thing out, salvage the yarn, back, get it, reclaim the yarn and then re-knit it again.
Mhm.
Or
Depends on
would there be
how
another
how it.
way?
Well, how are they too big? Are they? I mean, because your shoulders are still going to be the same width your shoulders were.
Mhm.
Right.
So, depending on where you've lost the weight, you can maybe make um, some kind of adjustments, like to make them fit
Okay.
better. Like you might do some gathers or,
Okay. Yeah, because there's
some kind of
like,
lacing or something if you don't want to reknit them.
well, true. And there's one, so for example, like one of my cardigans that I really like, of course I don't have it by me to show, but I mean, it's kind of just bigger, like all like even in like the arms section, it's quite a bit bigger too. So I'm like, okay, well I could just, reknit but then like the body itself is also kind of like bigger too. So I'm like that one, I know I'm probably just gonna have to rip out and just,
For something like
do it
that,
again.
probably,
Yeah.
probably. I mean,
That's why, like with sewing, when this happens, you can just take in the seams, you can pick it out
Right.
and cut it down, and it's harder with
Yeah.
knitting because
You
the
can't
one thing you
really.
could maybe do, like in the back, is maybe do
Yeah.
some pleating in the back so it
Mhm.
pulls it in tighter to your body. You know,
Ooh, there's
just knit some faux pleats with it,
yeah. There's a
You can even
t-shirt
mattress
actually.
it.
or you can even lace. Do it with lacing. Knit, crochet it. Chain stitch. A chain and then lace it through and tighten it with a bow or something.
Yeah.
I had to do that once on something I made for Riley to make it look more steampunk and not just a straight.
Oh,
So we did lacing so it looked like a waistcoat
that's a good
in the back.
idea. I didn't think of that.
Mm,
That's a good one.
Have you ever seen those little stretchy things with like the clips on the end that people sometimes use to cinch up their dresses in the back? I've never had an
Yeah.
issue, but
I know what you're talking about.
yeah, that was
Like
very
elastic with the
90s.
clips.
We did that in the 90s.
Yeah.
Very much.
See,
Yep,
if it was
very much.
me, I'd just be like, I'll probably get fat again. It's not worth it. It's if I like it so much, I'll knit an entirely new sweater, but I'll just save this one for.
Well,
a
if you
rainy
want to
day.
do the pleats, one way that I saw the pleats, someone had taken knit loops. Either you could do little
Yeah.
I-cord loops or crochet chain loops, and then sewn a button on it. So then you just once you put the loop over the button, it pulls it in the back. Or
Okay.
you could do it in the underarms or something, on underneath where you do it for the underarms and pull it in on the
Yeah.
sides. So it becomes a
Okay.
design thing and not.
Right.
Yeah. And then if you do decide you're going to eat all the ice cream in the world, you could just not use those when you're fine.
Or menopause hits, and yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, unless there's some that you really love it and you would really rather have it in the smaller size, I would
Yeah.
try to do adjustment first, because if you're going to pull it out anyway, it doesn't matter if the adjustment doesn't work. But if it does, then
Right.
you might say, because I know you say you don't have as much knitting time because you're into your reading and stuff. Do you want to reknit, spend that time doing all the reknitting of things, or would you rather knit newer things?
Or maybe you
Well,
can
this is
style
true.
it different, like wear it with
Yeah.
leggings, like as a tunic or something.
Well, so there is one sweater that I made back in college that I'm thinking of actually trying because it's basically fits like a dress now.
Hmm.
I was actually gonna see about doing steeking for that one because it's 100% wool,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, because I was thinking of like getting rid of it anyway, but I was like, well, I made, I was feeling more like sentimental about it because I made it in college, and I didn't like it still looked good, but I just didn't. I was like, I'm like, I don't know if I just don't know if I like how it looks, the way that it is. So I was kind of like, well, yeah, maybe it can be my
Or,
first
as
steak
Anne
prod.
said in their podcast, if you're doing fashion choices, you should always throw on a belt.
Uh-huh.
This is
Exactly.
true.
Throw
This
a
is
belt
true.
over that, and you're like, wow, this outfit's so put together. You're like, yeah. And if you're like, it's not quite there, two belts. You can always two belt.
Or you can just throw it in the dryer for a little while since it's 100%
Well,
wool.
Ooh.
yeah, that's true. That's true too. It was funny. I was talking to my mom the other day, and she was talking about how, she wanted my brother to come over and help her like move her bed so she could like, put her new like dust ruffle on there and then dust behind, the bed and everything. And I said, Mom, I said, like, I can lift it too. And she's like, oh no, I'll just wait for your brother. And I was FaceTiming her, and I was like, Mom, look. And I went like this, I flex, and she goes, whoa. I'm like, yeah, see, I can lift stuff too now, Mom. Like, come on now.
My son used to do that when he was younger. He wouldn't let me carry a case of water. I'm like, sweetie, I move 50-pound sculptures around the gallery every day, right? This, case of water is nothing compared to that.
Mhm.
He goes, well, you shouldn't have to lift it. I'm like, okay, then you can come to work with me and lift everything that I need to lift and carry it around for me. I'm sure that'll go
Right,
over really well.
I
right,
loved it when my boys lived at home. It's like, yo, need some help here.
Mm.
right.
Yeah.
Like, see, Matt, I can lift stuff too now.
I would play around with them before I'd pull them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. Because I mean, there are quite a lot of them that I guess I was kind of like in my head, like, okay, either get rid of it or pull it all out. And there were quite a few of them that I decided, okay, like I wouldn't mind like pulling this out,
Hmm.
but yeah, I might
I would try
experiment with,
styling it a little bit different and see what you can come up with.
yeah. I don't want to get rid of them because,
Oh,
like I put the, time into them. But then I
yeah.
realized that a lot of the whips that I have are also
Oh
garments. I'm
no.
like,
But that's
there
a good
goes that.
thing because those you can pull them back and you're not feeling like you're taking apart an entire project.
Right.
Yeah, but
You're
Liz,
not
you're
undoing woven in ends or anything.
I know you're never going
no,
to
but you're
finish my
you're
murder
you're
knit
murder
skirt
knit
again, so it's
starting
okay.
now.
It's okay. You're
Like,
never
Oh,
going to
there we
finish it.
go.
It's
Also,
fine.
that's fine. That's fine. You get the
I
yarn
feel
back.
I feel seen.
Hey, I designed that for Tabitha. She hasn't even knit it yet, so don't feel bad. Either one of you.
I'm like, I just wanted a murder knit cardigan. I got to start all over.
Hmm.
To be fair, that one can be worn oversized though,
Well, true,
Yeah.
true.
Because it has
This
a
is true.
belt.
because it has a belt.
It's got
Belts are a wonderful, wonderful thing.
y'all crack me
See,
up.
as long as they're not the metal snake-like belts that we had in the 80s.
That's
See,
Yeah, no,
funny.
I've got.
go, what were we thinking?
Thinking
I
you
don't
looked real
know.
cool. That's what you're
Yeah.
Exactly.
My,
Yeah, looking
my
back,
that I
clearly we weren't, but
yeah. I used to wear a cloth belt that was like big in the front and then you wrap it around. Back when I
Yeah.
had a waist before I had children.
Hmm.
yeah, they really do a number on you.
They do.
Yep, they do. But they're worth it.
Found out my niece is having a baby boy in March, her second in the third in that generation. So I know my brother-in-law is going to be thrilled because in my kids' generation, there of 17 grandkids, there's 2 boys.
Wow.
So
Dang.
having another boy is going to be very exciting for them, especially because none of them have raised one.
See,
Oh,
I
it's
still
they
have
don't-
the mental image, back to the welts, the belts and the waist, going, Miss Scarlet, her waist is never going to be that size again.
Right? Oh God, she's clinging to the bedpole.
Yeah.
Bedpost.
Oh, God, that reminds me. I saw the Carol Burnett clip the other day when she was dressed as Miss Scarlet. He compliments her in dress, and she just, oh, I was just hanging around.
Is that what she
Because
was
it was
wearing the
curtains.
curtain rods to?
Yeah.
Drapes.
Yeah, with the curtain rods. Yeah.
Ugh.
Too funny.
Back when TV was funny.
Yeah. There's that.
How dare it be?
Shh, we're probably on someone's TV. Sorry, guys.
Oh, I don't know. I just all the stuff they're remaking now, and it's like, why? Like the War of the Roses, why?
No, I did hear though. Chris Gore said that was pretty good. That Benedict
I'm
Cumberbatch
sure it.
did well.
I'm sure it is, but I just don't
But-
see the need to remake it.
Mhm.
But then they remade Wuthering Heights and turned it into BDSM orgies. So
Ugh.
Yeah, there's a lot of real crazy. Okay, Wuthering Heights is always weird, but it's like
it's terrible.
okay, but the combination weirdness with like fingers and mouths and creepy food wackiness, and of course the classic, yeah, we're gonna do corsets, but she's not wearing anything under it. That's not how corsets work. Come on, people, get it together.
No.
But also in the midst of all of that, you have like Heathcliff asking for consent, and I'm like, this is not the story. This is not the story you're looking for. The
Well-
point is that they're both terrible. He's not like, oh well, if you want to. It's like, no, he's Heathcliff. He's a
No.
jerk.
Well, yeah, and they made it, and then they have white guys playing him, which is like defeats most of Heathcliff's character flaws.
Yeah.
Oh, where did Mom and Evan go?
The possum
Maybe the
got her.
internet died. There she is.
There she is.
Someone got her.
You could have had Ollie the possum with Digger and Pirate and had a whole story going.
Had a whole little menagerie, huh? Yeah. No, every time my phone rings, it messes up my connection with you guys.
That's what you get for being so
Ow.
popular.
There they
Mhm.
No, it's all shenanigans. It's one of them calling me,
So,
tell me you have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. No kidding.
David's phone rings all day long, and it's all telemarketers.
Yeah.
About Medicare and
Mhm.
insurance, this and this. I mean, all day long.
yeah, it's crazy.
Mm.
Yeah, I just, all the remakes now. BBC's also doing Pride and Prejudice again.
Again?
And the cast is just not,
Again?
yeah,
Why?
because clearly, no one else wrote any novels of that time
It's like the
period
fourth time.
other than Jane Austen, evidently, or the Bronte. So can't think of any other stories to possibly do.
Well, the thing is that Wuthering Heights and Jane Eyre particularly. Jane Austen stories generally, but there's a lot of adaptations. There's a lot
That's
of
what I mean.
adaptations of Jane Eyre. But the thing is that and definitely not all of them are good. But they haven't had a Jane Eyre for a while. I'm like, what happened to the movie industry? Every couple of years, they got to whip one of these out. It's not in the normal cycle of why are we redoing stupid things. It's like, hang on, there should be a Jane Eyre adaptation.
Yeah.
I want Adam Driver to play Mr. Rochester. Okay, I'm hoping he can
Yes.
fake an English accent, but I want when they're like, "Hey, Mr. Rochester, what a dog!" I want you to believe him,
I don't know who that is.
and I think Adam Driver is charming enough to make that work.
Yes. I love
Yeah.
Adam Driver.
Tell us where have we seen him?
He was
Adam
Kylo
Driver?
Ren.
He was what?
Kylo Ren.
Oh, okay.
In the Star
Okay.
Wars. He's done a bunch of different. My favorite thing that he's done though is the Saturday Night Live spoof of Undercover Boss when he
Oh,
plays
yeah.
Kylo Ren going undercover on the.
Yes. I love that
Goodness,
so
that was
much.
And he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry that your child was killed. Here's a card." He doesn't know that I'm the one who killed his son. It's like because he's so deadpan the entire time, and it's such a spoof of Undercover Boss. But now Saturday Night Live sucks. So
All right.
Did you? So I was talking to somebody about Daniel Craig and Bond movies. Have y'all seen the skit that Daniel Craig did with Catherine Tate, where it was that she's a person who's been on all these online dates, and she gets a date with Daniel Craig, and she doesn't believe he's actually an actor, and that she keeps making these undercutting comments that he's ugly.
I haven't seen it, but it sounds fantastic because I love her.
It is
Sounds
okay.
hilarious.
In my opinion, it is like some of the best acting of Daniel Craig's career. There is more emotion out of this stupid Catherine Tate sketch than was in some of those Bond films.
well, he's got a new Knives Out movie they're filming. I know. I haven't watched the last one because we don't go to the theater. It's too expensive, and
Nope.
Rather watch it at home.
Well, anymore, it's not worth it. They don't put anything out worth watching.
Mm-mm.
I'm hoping the new Now You See Me movie that they're coming out with. I really hope that that's good. I really hope that's good. Because I liked the other ones. Like
I like
Woody
the other ones,
Harrelson.
but
Like, I just yes, but I'm just hoping they don't ruin it. Fingers crossed. That and when they finish the third Beetlejuice, please, for the love of God, don't ruin the last one. Please. Please. Because it has to be the last one, because it's, Beetlejuice, and then Beetlejuice, and then,
I
so
get
it's
it.
like, don't ruin it. Don't ruin it.
She didn't even want to say it.
I
she
know.
lives in jinxes.
Exactly.
My daughter-in-law
I,
works for an
go ahead.
independent. She works for an independent movie theater,
Oh,
and I
okay.
keep sending her the articles about movie theaters having knitters come in and they keep the lights up while the movie's playing.
Mm-hmm.
So you can knit.
Yes.
So far, she's ignoring me.
How dare she?
I don't know. I don't know that I'd go to one of those showings.
Oh, I would in a heartbeat.
And those recliner chairs, yes, please.
Depends on the movie. Well, there's like whole genres I don't watch anymore because they've screwed them up so badly,
Mm-hmm.
like Star Wars.
Unfortunately.
It's like, why do we have the Mandalorian? Why do we need a Baby Grogu movie?
You
It
know.
doesn't make sense
But they haven't done anything with Mandalorian lately, have they?
because they're making a Baby Grogu movie instead.
Weird.
Spent all their money on Gina Carano, and rightfully so.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well,
My
there's a difference
son's
between fan service and not ruining the characters, and sometimes they go overboard in fan service in a way that ruins characters. And it's like back off and just pay attention to what you're doing. So I did see that Jaws was re-released for the 50th anniversary, and it made over $10 million in the theaters, and that's more than some movies make. Their first week, and this is a 50-year-old movie.
Mm-hmm. Because that was back when movies were made well.
Mm-hmm.
I had watched the
Go ahead.
I had watched the like the making of Jaws, like they had that special that was on. It was good. Like I actually watched it
Yeah.
twice. It
Yeah,
was so good.
It's amazing the movie got made because so much went wrong.
Right.
The
That,
shark
a
wouldn't stay
nervous
floating.
breakdown didn't happen.
That's why you don't see much of the shark. It was not.
Right.
It was not a director's choice. It was a reality. He
Right.
couldn't keep it floating. Robert Shaw was drunk the whole time on set, and
Right.
he and what's his name?
Um. That it
Matt,
just
who played? They hated
Matt
each other.
Cooper. What's his name?
Richard
Yes,
Dreyfuss,
Richard Dreyfuss. Yes.
because he didn't like his acting style, and they hated each other. And it was just so much like the kid who played the kid who died, the one who got attacked
Oh
by the
yeah.
shark.
Yeah.
He
It's
said for
Kid Man.
years he couldn't go in the water.
Oh wow.
He was so scared after
That's wild.
filming the movie, he wouldn't go in the water.
I think that was true for a lot of people who watched it too.
Yeah, well, it was a perfect marketing campaign when they did the second one, which I liked the second one except for the fact that the shark destroyed a helicopter. That was a little bit out of belief.
Yeah. That was just going a little too far.
Yeah.
Not as bad as the shark following the mother to the Caribbean, but that she went on a plane and it swam there because it knew where she was going. Evidently, I don't know. That was the worst.
That sounds like something for Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Even Michael Caine said he did the movie just for the money.
Who
It
doesn't?
wasn't for the script. So, Joan, are you going to get your Halloween blanket done in time for Halloween?
No, of course not. Because I'm going to get distracted by too many other things. You know me. Ooh, shiny.
Mm-hmm.
Thought your little bird and your little bean are supposed to help prevent that.
They're trying. I'm a big challenge to the bean, let me tell you.
The bee.
Bean.
What?
What's her new app?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I got it.
I'm
I
like,
gotta look
I'm
at it.
missing something here. What?
I think it's called Focus Friend. And it's
Okay.
it's a little bean. It's a little jelly bean.
That's a jelly bean. Okay.
Oh, I thought it was a kidney bean. Okay.
That's
Well,
what I
whatever.
thought too.
It can be a kidney bean if you want it to. But
No.
when you tell it to focus
Yeah.
for 5 minutes, and then see what it's doing. It's knitting socks. And at the end of 5 minutes, it will tell you how many socks it's knit, and you can put that into its sock bank, and you can sell its socks and buy decorations. Yes, I'm 5. Okay.
I
Hey,
also
it's no different. It's no different than any video game that somebody plays,
Yeah.
and they buy skins and accessories for their. I told my son one time he was appalled because he was talking about girls going shopping at the mall. He's like, I don't understand the point. I said, yes, because playing video games so you can get new skins for your League of Legends characters is the same exact thing.
Yeah, the whole video game economy of getting cool outfits is like,
Yeah.
peak.
I know.
That's what I want to do.
I mean, he doesn't play those games anymore, but the new Battlefield is coming out next month, and he's already taken 2 days off of work because he has to take
Love
or
that.
lose. So he's like, he told his roommates, he's like, don't bother me all weekend. I'm playing this game for 2 days. I haven't played video games in a while. This is my treat to myself. I'm like, okay. Make sure you eat and drink food.
I want to see something. Does this look purple to you or blue?
Purple.
Okay.
Purpley blue.
Because my husband said yesterday on the show it looked blue.
Looks more, but you're wearing a purple shirt.
Yeah.
Purplish.
Yeah.
Purplish.
So if you hold it up against something that's not purplish, it might look more blue.
Okay.
Or not.
Well, I've had that happen in the past where I took a picture of my son and his date for a dance, and she was wearing purple, and all of my pictures came out blue. So something about purple.
Sometimes the colors are close.
Joan, I was gonna say I love how the little bean has like a butt cheek like.
Why does it have to be stand with its back to you? I don't
So you can see
understand.
its little butt, obviously.
But when I look up and I see him knitting, I'm like, all right, I got to get to knitting too.
Does the jelly bean have a
Me and you
name, or
together,
you just
Salt.
call him Bean?
You name him. You name him,
Oh, okay.
and I almost named him after Anne, but
Throwing my little butt on the thing.
his name is Pinkus Bean. So and after I named him, I was like, oh, I should have named him Pink of a Bean.
There you go.
Good thing you didn't name him after Neil, or you'd be getting a cross stitch picture sooner than you want.
Oh yeah, I still need to try beans on toast. I still haven't done it yet. I need to do that though.
Do
I
you
still got the can.
really?
I do. I have a can of Heinz beans.
I'm
The
sure it'll be
proper
fine.
Can.
I know it'll be fine. I'm just messing.
It'll
It's
be
fine.
good.
Well, the way that I found
It'll
out
be
about
lovely.
the bean is I was watching this video of this girl, and she made a challenge to herself to knit a pair of socks before her bean knit 1,000 socks. Because, you know, the
Okay.
bean can knit a sock in a minute because they're bean-sized socks.
Mhm.
Beans wear socks.
I know. I can see in all of your eyes, you're like, okay, Joan's a little weird.
No, I
No,
don't.
I'm sitting here going like,
I love
okay,
it.
so I know that little bean knits. If you give it 2 hours, then it knits about, it's varying, but almost 200 socks, depending for the 2 hours. So if you
Right.
knit socks in 10 hours ish, maybe.
Sure.
Maybe, yeah. Well, she beat
All I know is it's not very encouraging because you're sitting there trying to finish your second sock, and then beans knit 5 in the
Yeah.
time that you've done the toe, and you're like, dang it, I'm just going to put the sock away because I can't knit as fast as the bean.
No, she actually managed to beat the bean.
There you go.
Oh wow.
And then she had 1,000 socks she could sell to buy stuff for her room.
You know, I think, Joan, what is that app called? I'm gonna get you so
It's focused.
Focus
so-
Friends.
Focus Friends. Okay, one moment,
Not a
please.
sponsor.
I downloaded it and I got to where it said, here, you have to name it. And then I just got paralyzed because I didn't know what to name it. And so I just like,
Oh,
oh,
you
Oh.
can name it
Yes.
later.
Well,
I'll name it
clearly
for
you don't need
Think
it.
of a-
You don't need to name it after Anne. So
no, I won't name it.
So he has finished his 5 minutes of focus, and he knit
Nice.
6 socks.
Oh, he did not.
I know.
he
Well,
knit
they're
4
bean-
socks on your podcast in 5
they're
minutes.
bean-sized socks. And then it adds it to the total up here. And if you have enough, you can buy furniture. You can tell my bean has been knitting a lot because I have a lot of furniture. You know, I'm easily amused. What can I say?
So am I.
That's the thing, though, because,
Love that.
well, like I said before, cute outfits, you're like, there's a room you can decorate. I'm like, I am decorating that room. It is going to look fine. I'm not losing this. I don't care how many wasted minutes I have to spend decorating this room. I will do it.
I enjoy watching my bean knit.
So you're watching the bean knit instead of knitting.
No, I set it for focus, and it really does help me because you can also set it where you can't cancel it. Or if you cancel it, he loses his stitches, and he's not happy about losing his stitches.
Ooh.
Oh,
I don't need a passive aggressive bean. I'm sorry.
Right?
He's not passive aggressive. He just cries. Just emotional.
Oh, no. Well,
sounds like me.
this is too much
Oh,
pressure.
God.
For sure, exactly.
No, I mean, it has
Maybe-
helped me because I look up and I see that I still have time, and so I don't
Hey,
look
if
at my
it's working,
phone
good,
to work.
good for you if it's working. All jokes aside.
Yes. I love
just-
that. Hey, sometimes it's the simplest of things that can, be very motivating, and I love it.
Yep.
I absolutely love it.
Well, again, I was an adult person with young children keeping a Tamagotchi alive.
I love that too. Gotta
Well,
look after all the babies.
after as I have said before, I'm a little bit odd.
Same. You know, it's funny. So like my best friend who I met through work, like she apparently didn't know that I was like as into football as I am. And and you know, I told her, I'm like, yep, I'm watching the games, you know. And she's like, you're really into it, huh? I said, yeah. And she's like, you know, given everything else I know about you, it just seems kind of odd. I'm like, well,
Why
I
is
am
that?
odd, so there you go. It fits.
I don't know
It
why that's.
fits.
You know, I don't like the stereotype, and you see it all the time, especially this time of year, where it's like, oh, wives, get ready, you're about to lose your husbands until February because you'll be watching
Oh.
Thursday nights and Saturday nights and Sunday and Monday. And I'm like, dude,
Join
I'm the
'em.
one that's putting on college game day at 9:00 in the morning. You know,
Right.
Well,
You know, the number of aunts that I have who are really into tailgating and following all of its local teams, I'm like, dude,
Mhm.
wow. I mean, I'd say get a hobby. I think this is your hobby. I think you're invested.
It is. Right.
You are playing to win, and you ain't even on the field.
Right? Exactly. It's true.
I used to know a
Well-
lot more about football before I moved out here because the Saints, that was the only game in town. So, you know, the women knew about the Saints, the men knew about the Saints, everybody knew. So,
That's okay. All the California teams are coming here. They'll all be here eventually.
yep.
Well, it was one of those things where it's like, you know, when I watch football, you know, and I'm like, especially during the like Packer game, I'm like, I get loud, you know, I'll cheer for them, I'll curse at the TV, you know, I'll be getting
Yep.
ready to throw some squishy thing at the TV, like, you know. But it's like it makes me, or like if I'm at like my brother's game, you know, like it makes me kind of reminisce of my time during, you know, team sports, and I'm kind of like, you know. I kind of miss it. Like I kind of miss playing sports. You know, I miss
Yep.
doing that whole thing. And then a friend of mine I saw from high school, she just did a regional competition for powerlifting. And I'm
Wow.
like, okay, asking for a friend. How might someone get involved with this kind of because like I mean, listen, I don't like to run. Okay, like I'm not a built runner. Like if you see me running, that means you should too, because something or someone is chasing me. So you know, take notes. But like you know, so it's like okay, well, what sport could I theoretically do that doesn't involve much running? I mean, there's other ones besides powerlifting, but obviously because I love weightlifting now, it's kind of like, okay, well, you know, it's kind of a good natural little, you know, progression. And I'm like, how does one get involved with this? Asking for a friend. She hasn't gotten back to me yet, but you know. But like it would just be so much fun to like do a sport again, you know? Like I miss that. So when I'm
Mhm.
watching football, I'm just like, you know, I reminisce.
It's a
Because I played,
team.
you know, basketball growing up and, you know, stuff like that. And that was always fun. I did not like the running aspect of it, but, you know, I was better on defense because, you know, I was taller and, a bit wider, you know, so I was, you know, the defender. So down by the basket, but, you know, I miss those
just-
days sometimes.
Kind
I
of
just got a work email I got to go handle. I'll be back.
Okay. Hope it
Okay.
goes well.
Come back soon.
Yeah, it's just, oh, I want to change my schedule tomorrow. You couldn't wait?
Well, you should have thought about that earlier. I'm busy.
Thank you.
You'll have to.
All right, I'll be
Yes.
back.
Okay.
Yeah, I get it because I played softball for years and years and years and years. And my knees will tell you that. They don't tell you I was a catcher. They don't tell you that you're going to pay for that later on. But yeah, I get it. It is fun to be a part of a team, and yep.
Well, I ran track, which was not really that big a team sport. I very rarely ran on relays because I was slow. And then I joined marching band, which, well, we weren't a sport. We were at every football game, and
Well, you were a
No,
team.
dude,
we were
you know.
we were competition though, so we actually did our
Right.
own competitions on
they're out
Sundays.
there
And
at the same time the football players are
Mhm.
practicing.
Yeah.
But they're in the parking
Yeah.
lot. Yeah.
Our football team used to use this for hunting practice occasionally. Um,
Wow.
they were terrible though; like they never won. It was
There's your
embarrassing to
money.
be their band because they were so bad.
Well, true.
While we were winning competitions and going, in different states to go
hmm
win, and then they'd be like, "Oh, and the football team." They got better the last 2 years I was there, but it was pretty funny because we'd be at the football games trying to gin up enthusiasm, and it's like,
Yep.
nah, we're not
Nah.
enthusiastic either.
Nah.
Never mind.
It's cold. We're just gonna sit underneath our blankets here in the stands
Oh.
and survive.
Here's this
Right.
one time I was visiting with my friend in Pittsburgh, and she's a tutor, and she's like, "Hey, one of the kids I tutor is in band, and they invited me to go to this like battle of the bands thing where they had like 10 of them that they each went out to dinner." She's like, "You want to go?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's the best part of a game.
Right.
Let's go see what the kids are playing."
Yep.
They were pretty good, actually. I was impressed.
Yeah,
Yep.
but I don't know.
Yeah, because like
My
now
family.
as like an adult, I feel like it like unless I lived in like Milwaukee or like another like major city, like it's kind of hard to find like an adult
Right.
league. Like
You don't want to
it's
live
not
in
really
Milwaukee.
well, yeah, and I don't want to live there either. So
No.
there's that.
Well, I thought
And,
the
and
adult sport in Wisconsin was going to bars and watching sports and drinking beer.
well, I
They're also
mean
competitive.
that is a sport here. I mean,
That's
drinking
that's what I
is.
mean.
I
That's
mean,
that's why you don't have as many adult leagues because they're doing that instead.
Same here. Yeah.
I mean, that's true. That's true. But see, I feel like my like drinking days are kind of just they're few and far between for me now. So it's kind of just like, I want to go do something, something competitively to a degree,
Yeah.
It's like, well, I'm already lifting weights, so, why not? Why not go for
Give it a shot.
powerlifting?
Yeah.
Although my friend was like, you're gonna wreck your knees doing that. I'm like, yes, but there's proper techniques, ma'am. Proper techniques. Proper form.
Mhm.
Yeah, my son used to
Gotta
do
still
HEMA,
though.
which is the historically accurate sword fighting, where they use the
Ooh,
same training manuals that were from the Middle Ages and whatnot.
yeah.
But there's not a team close enough here anymore, like in
Oh,
Vegas, for him to compete with. But he went to their tournament a couple times, and they have a division that's lightsaber,
Wow.
where people with their
Like
lightsabers they do
historically
their
accurate
duels.
lightsaber battle.
Well, that's
yeah.
besides the actual historic ones, but they do have the ones, and he has the whole gear, like the whole sword fighting, the helmet, the padding, the whole 9 yards, the training sword, and all that. And he loved it, but there's nobody near here who does it anymore because the guy that was one in his group was a little crazy and had to quit because he got too many concussions. And
Yeah, I was about to
Dang.
say, and Renee mentioned it, but SEA, they're everywhere, man.
Just, yeah.
But
I'll
that might
ask him if he's interested. He liked HEMA because he liked the fact that they were using the same training,
Mhm.
and everywhere you go that does it because it's international, so they're all using the same training manuals and all using the same exact moves, and so it's consistent
Well, I
throughout.
think SCA has certain rules for fights, but I don't think they have any training proper. I think that's kind of self-led. But I
Oh
mean,
no,
I've not that I personally have been a part of the fighting, just watched it.
these things have academies that train. Like some of the places in Europe have actual academies that people go to for the training, like serious
That's cool.
stuff. They pay a fortune.
Yeah, some cool stuff.
But
But yeah,
Yeah.
SEA, and then SEA, you also make your outfit and your persona, and all sorts of craft people are part of that, and there's a lot of overlap
Yeah.
there. So,
Yeah, that part he's not interested in. He just wants to fight.
well,
He just wants to
he can
fight
get a
somebody.
T-tunic and fight
But
though.
But he did go to one of the guys in the group did run a lightsaber fighting ring for kids,
That's cool.
and they would book birthday parties, and the kids would get to lightsaber fight. So he went a couple times to help out with that and had fun with that because you give kids something they can whack other kids with, and they're told they're allowed to.
Mhm.
It's a
Ooh.
totally different level of party.
I mean, if now you gave me a lightsaber and said, okay, you can go whack somebody, I'd be like,
Like,
yes.
heck yeah.
I know.
That's
Just
Yeah,
for the
in
noise
the-
it makes.
In the chat, Renee says that there is
Alright.
different training stuff and big training
Yeah.
centers. Might be a good option.
Maybe. Now he's a gym bro, so I don't know. He goes to the
Oh.
gym 6 times a week.
Be
Okay,
multifaceted.
so you'll have to ask your son this and just, how he deals with this. I deal with this, luckily not too much, thankfully, but these people who come into the gym, sorry, I'm just gonna rant for a moment, I'm sorry. These people who come into the gym and it's clearly busy. It's not like it's dead, it's like, hardly any of us there. It's busy. And they hog the machines. They'll go from one machine, they'll do one set at one machine, and then they go over to a different machine, do a set, come back to this. It's like, no, the proper thing is you go to said machine, do your sets at that machine, and then move on to the next one. So this dude is like, he's using the assisted pull-up, machine, which he wasn't even using the pad for it, so he was doing it unassisted. So I'm thinking, why are you even using it? Because there's a bunch of machines that are around that just have regular bars that you can just do pull-ups on. So it's like, why are you even at this machine? And then
So
he's
you
going
can
over
see-
to the.
So you can see how pretty he is, Morgan.
Oh no, I'm about ready
Oh
to.
yeah, he hates his gym they don't allow cameras.
Well, and
But-
then he's going over to the assisted crunch thing where you're standing up and then you're doing the crunches.
Yep.
So he's doing a set over there, and I'm getting ready. I'm doing back and biceps, so I want to finish off my workout with doing some pull-ups because I'm trying to get to my goal of doing at least a pull-up unassisted. So I'm walking over there and I see his stuff still sitting on the side or whatever, and I make eye contact with him across the gym, and I'm like, point to the machine, thumbs up, what are you doing? And then he comes over, he takes his earbuds out, and he's like, yeah, I got one more set. Do you want to work in with me? I'm like, no, no, I don't. So I just pointed to the rear delt machine. I'm like, okay, I'll just do this, go finish up your other, I'm like, do I want to work in with you? No.
No, because you're an asshole.
Main character
No, I
syndrome.
don't.
I don't know how he
But-
deals with it. I'll ask him. But
And
when
then
he
there
goes
was one
early in
time
the
a guy
morning,
was-
it's usually the same people there, so they
oh,
kind of have a
okay.
routine.
Well, there's that at least. But then there was a different dude that was hogging the chest press machine and the leg press, and
Ooh, that's my
I'm
favorite.
I'm standing there waiting for it. He sees me standing there, and he goes and he walks over to the chest press. So I get, and he didn't bother re-racking the weights on the, which also drives me nuts. It's like, re-rack your weights, sir. But it didn't matter because I just needed to add more weight anyway. So I was like, all right, well, here we go. I'm gonna grab some more weight. But I'm like, no, you don't get to hog machines, sir. This isn't how this works. You do your sets, you move on. End of rant. Sorry.
People at the
No,
gym
I
are
get it.
obnoxious sometimes.
It's like
They
people
really
who
do,
walk
you
the
know.
aisle in the grocery store,
Oh yeah, that too.
and you have to go around the aisle in from the other side and then you can't get through because you're blocked, and it's like you're standing there waiting, and they know you're standing there waiting,
And they
and they don't move their cart.
Road rage with the cars.
I know my son and I we used to get it bad at Walmart. My daughter would get so annoyed with us.
The worst.
She would
Yep.
be so annoyed with us. She's like, "Why are you so upset?" I'm like, "Because I can't even walk through the freaking store."
Yep.
I just want
And my daughter would be like, Mom, you're at Walmart. What do you expect? I'm like, I know, but
Well, some decency, dang it.
not at
Decent.
Walmart.
Well, my grocery store is an older building, and they have some of the aisles have these poles that are down the middle of them. So one cart can get by, two
Uh-huh.
carts
that's the
cannot
worst.
get by,
Mm-mm.
and then you're stuck. And it's like, because some person's trying to decide on which can of peaches. Like, just
People
get them both.
don't have awareness of their surroundings.
No, they don't.
Like, pull over
Bad.
to the side. Let somebody else
It's
get
like-
by.
Yeah.
Like, I always look out the aisle before I push my cart out the aisle, because usually somebody's
Yes.
coming by and they're going to slam you. It's like watching traffic. You look before you pull out into
Yes.
traffic.
I know, I like slowly go up to the end of the aisle with my cart and I like peek around both ways.
Yeah.
I know, because sometimes you're going to get slammed.
I know. Reckless driving.
Or the
It's
employees with the
bad.
big carts of the mobile order stuff. And
Yes.
it's like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
we can't, both can't fit here. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. It very much annoys me at Walmart that they have designated checkouts for them, so they get to get out of there quicker. I'm like, no, that's not fair.
I know, right?
But anyway, I'm just selfish.
Well-
What can I say?
Well, they're busy because everybody's robbing them. If it's not the employees stealing, it's the customers
Mhm.
shoplifting. It's like anyone in this day and age who thinks it's a good idea to shoplift at Walmart or Target, with the camera systems they have, it's just beyond me.
Mm-mm.
It'll be
Nope.
wild.
Not the brightest.
Every one of them knows their rights.
Mhm.
Mhm.
They're usually wrong.
I'm like, I don't think that word means what you think it means.
It's not only that. It's not just that. I read this article about this 23-year-old girl from Britain who just got sentenced to like life in prison in Dubai, right? She had 50
Oof.
grams of cocaine. And
Oh,
you know those countries,
Lord.
they don't allow drugs. They do not do drugs. It's like, and her mom's,
No.
doing
Like
GoFundMe.
Dubai, if you spit on the street in Dubai, they'll clock
I
you.
know. I know. And the mom's like, oh, she just made a mistake. She was with the wrong crowd. She's a law student. I'm like, so let me get this straight. She's a law student who thought it was okay to break the law in a foreign country. I have no sympathy for her.
No.
If you do drugs in those
Man.
countries, they're going to, either imprison you for life or execute you, because that's their laws. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't feel sorry for you, because you got to pay attention to where you're going. We're the only country in the world to let people do whatever they want. Everyone else actually, follows laws.
The one that went to Russia, that
Oh yeah,
that
Griner.
Basketball player.
in basketball. Yeah, you go and you take weed over to Russia. What are you doing? Dumbass.
It's like they think they have privilege that they're not going to get punished, but in places like the Middle East, they're
Yep.
very strong on drugs. And
Sorry,
50 grams of cocaine. 50 grams of cocaine is not a small amount.
No.
No.
They won't even.
That's not personal use. That's trafficking or selling.
Yeah.
Years ago, when we were training horses in Delaware, our vet took a job in Dubai, I think, or Arab Emirates. Anyway, as a vet over there, and all the rules he had to follow. He was not allowed to drink, and I was like, "Oh, he'll be back." But I think he's still there, so he must have given up beer, which is kind of wild. But yeah, he had so many rules he had to follow, but the money was super good. So
Yeah,
he was the
her mom's
vet for like some of the sheiks and stuff.
fancy.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah,
money.
couple of these morons and getting arrested, and it's like, I know my rights. I don't have to give you my name. Why, yes, you do. That's another charge.
Oh, the sovereign citizens.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's-
yeah.
They're fun, yeah.
Ooh.
I feel so
Ooh.
sorry for police for having to deal with them.
One of the judges I watched played stupid. Like they were doing their rant, and she's like, I don't understand those words you're saying. They don't have anything to do with U.S. courts, so no, I'm sorry. And he was getting madder and madder because he kept saying more. She's like, that makes no sense to me. I'm sorry, no. Like, why did they think it works? I mean, I've never actually seen it work.
Oh wait, I have paperwork here. Your paperwork means nothing.
Yeah, one word like, well, is this under maritime court? Because this is supposed to be a maritime court.
Oh.
And the guy's like, we're in Ohio. We don't have an ocean here.
Yeah, I mean, there's Cleveland's got the lake, but you know.
Yeah, but it's not like the Navy's not on the lake.
They're certainly not in Cleveland.
Like some of them are just like, and they're like this one. She's reading from the script, and the judge asked her a question, and it threw her off, and she had to start back from her script.
Hold on a second. Let me get that index card.
And she didn't know what any of the words on the script meant. And she's like, wait, let me find my place.
Well, half the stuff's in Latin, first of all. Legal stuff
Yes.
is in Latin. I had to learn a bunch of those. They're so
Yeah,
dumb.
they are. And the shoplifting, some of them are such
Oh,
morons. Like, I'll just pay. No, we're past that.
No,
Well, I have the money. Well, then you should have used it then.
Mhm.
Like this one cop, he was not having it. No nonsense. He's like, well, you shouldn't have been shoplifting now, should you have? And this girl's like, but you don't understand. I lost my job. He goes, well, that's unfortunate, but you still shouldn't have been shoplifting. Should you have been? Like, he was not giving her any space.
Well, you lost your job, but this is not going to help you get another one with a record.
Right.
Mhm.
Dumb. They're just dumb. I don't understand. And we live amongst them.
Yes, we do.
This one I saw earlier, the guy had pulled into a parking lot and he was having trouble parking, like going crazy parking. So the cop went over there to see, was he okay? Because he couldn't park. And he recognized the guy, for starters, for being a drug dealer.
Oh,
And
boy.
the guy's like telling the woman in the car, don't give him your name. Don't identify yourself. I'm not going to identify myself. And the guy goes, Ricky, I know who you are. You don't have to identify yourself. I know you. I recognize you. I've arrested you before. And he had heroin. He had heroin and fentanyl bags. Right.
Oh.
And the cop can see it in the car, and he won't get out of the car. He goes, there's paraphernalia and drugs right there. Oh, the car's just dirty. These are, from before. He goes, these are in your pocket.
These aren't my pants.
Yeah.
I've heard that one
Basically.
before, too.
Yeah.
I do feel sorry for policemen for some of the things they have to deal
Oh,
with.
yeah.
It's shocking how many people just leave their drugs lying around.
Yeah.
Because according to all these people who get caught with them, oh, it's not mine. So-and-so left it here.
It's in your pants.
I borrowed my friend's purse, and all the fentanyl just happened to be in there.
Borrowed my friend's purse.
I never knew anyone who did drugs who just was so careless about them.
Yeah.
They arrested this one woman. She had little baggies stuffed in her bra. She goes, oh no, those I was using to put make lunches for my kids for school for snacks.
In your bra.
Yeah, and I didn't remember that they were in there. How long have you left your bra on, honey? She had left her 18-month home while she went out to go buy drugs.
Ugh.
And so she got charged for, child endangerment. But she's like, oh, no, I was just collecting empty bags to use to put snacks in for my kid. They're the little tiny bags that they put drugs in. You're going to put a Cheeto in there?
Yeah.
Like
Hey,
Goldfish.
Cheeto.
a goldfish?
Hey, goldfish.
Like, they're so dumb, some of them. And you see the court ones, and there's times where I wondered the defense attorneys don't choke their clients.
Right.
Every time, can I speak? And you know the attorney's going, no, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up.
I'd rather you didn't.
And the judge is like,
Right.
well, if you want to. Like, it's on your head. But this one, the guy tried to fire the lawyer right before his trial because, someone in the jail told him it delays everything. And he accused his lawyer of doing all this stuff and not doing stuff for him. And the judge is like, well, you get one choice at a taxpayer paid lawyer. If you don't like that lawyer, you can hire your own. Or else this guy, will be your lawyer. And the lawyer said, I will not raise one finger to help this man ever. She goes, okay, well then maybe not. He won't be your lawyer. You'll have to find your own. Because the lawyer's like having none of it. He's like, I will not do anything whatsoever to help him. So, he was done with the guy.
Yeah.
And it's because a lot of them, like the one wanted to fire his lawyer, goes, well, he didn't do anything I wanted. And the judge's like, okay. Like, I told him I wanted out on bond, and he didn't get me out on bond. And the judge is like, that's not his decision, right? He can ask for it, but he's not the one who makes that call. At least most of the criminals are dumb, which is better for everybody else.
We spend so much money in this country on education, and the people are getting dumber and dumber. It's crazy.
When I watched, the lawyer couldn't pronounce hyperbole or mens rea. And I'm like,
Oh,
how the hell did he get
That's
through
bad news.
That's
That's
law
really bad.
school without being able to pronounce either one of those?
Pirate.
He's saying hello.
Somebody
There was
walked
the one
past-
where
somebody walked
the guy
past
was faking a need for an interpreter to keep just delaying the proceedings. Kept saying he needed an interpreter, and that turned out he didn't. And the judge called him on it. And so they said, if you want an interpreter, you're going to pay the hourly fee. Because the bailiffs heard him out in the hall speaking English perfectly fine.
oh boy.
Like, people be
Yeah.
dumb.
They don't.
My son was watching what was his name? Daryl Brooks, I think it was.
Oh yeah.
His
Oh God,
His
he was
trial?
awful.
he was
Yeah.
awful. And he goes, look, he's building a fort. he would have the boxes, and he would be, hiding behind the boxes, and just all the stuff that he did.
Yeah, that dude is a piece of work, that's for sure.
Well, I'll say one thing. That judge was amazing for what she put up with from him.
Yeah. He was a mess for sure.
I don't know who that is.
He was the one the parade one. He ran into all the
Oh,
people in the
that
parade
guy.
and killed them.
That guy.
And he
Christmas parade,
he
Waukesha.
represented himself because he's a moron.
Yeah, and he kept saying, well, we need to talk about jurisdiction. Is this maritime law? And she's just like, I'm not
We're in
dealing with you
Wisconsin.
It's
We
like
got
Michigan.
Lake
No.
Michigan. Yeah, we got Lake
Oh.
Michigan. That's it.
Well,
Well, in Superior, up,
Yeah,
Hey,
and you're right.
that's
Yeah,
a long
yeah.
ways away. Waukesha and Lake Superior are quite a distance away.
yes, there's Coast Guard, but not maritime. No. Like one of the Michigan courts, they were asking about that. Like, well, this is supposed to be under the Admiralty Court, and the judge is like, "Do I look like I'm an admiral?" No.
Yeah, I don't know who came up with that, but
I don't know. It's just
sorry.
some of these
I gotta
people
plug
get
my
shocked when there's consequences for their actions.
Yeah. Or I don't need a license to travel.
Right. Yeah,
No,
I'm
I
not
don't.
driving. I'm
You use the
traveling.
road to travel, but
Yeah.
to use the road to travel, you do.
Yeah.
Like, listen, Robert Frost, we're not doing this.
And they always ask for a supervisor.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like that's going to make it any better.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what became this new thing where everyone gets arrested and they ask for a supervisor?
Mm-hmm.
Like, or you can't arrest me because you're not a female officer, so you
Yeah.
can't touch me. Like, yeah, because they don't discriminate. They'll arrest anybody.
Yep.
Yep.
What I loved when I worked for the clerk of courts for one of the local counties was when, people like, wanted to do things, pro se, you know, but then they would ask me like how to fill out like a
Nope.
certain form, and I'm like, I can't tell you that.
Nope.
I can't give you legal advice.
Right.
Right.
And they'd be like, well, why not? Like they would like start like in on me, and I'm like, look, you don't want me to help you fill out this form because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, I could help you fill out this form, and then it could go to the judge, and the judge is like, yep, nope, and
Yep.
then you just paid that filing fee and wasted your time to have to do it all over
Because
again
you're not allowed to.
because I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer.
Yeah.
Of course, I had to be much nicer than that, saying that, but
Yes.
but man, oh man, people were wild.
Yep.
Yeah, it makes knitting controversies look lame. Because all we've got are the fake deaths and stuff and the scams.
The
Who's
fake
the
deaths just always like they always get me because I'm always like, okay, how did because they clearly didn't plan for like the long term, of that whole, and it's like,
Well,
where were you going with this? Like,
Are you
what
never
does it
going to
happen?
show your face in society ever again?
The
right,
fact that it happened more than once is what's hilarious.
right.
You know?
Like, oh, he conveniently died again. Oh, how unlucky.
Oh, I know. Knitting's
Or like
fun.
there
And
was this one guy. Oh, go ahead, Liz.
I was just going to say the community's great as long as you ignore the people who think they run the community.
Exactly.
Nobody's
this
running
guy.
it.
No, but those who
Right.
think that they're the ones who get to determine who's right and who's wrong, and this
No,
person's
I
wrong
don't
because they don't support this, or that person's wrong because they went to Israel and planted cabbages or whatever.
Who's the latest one that's being canceled?
Wool
I was
needle
thinking
hand.
about it today. What?
Oh, they go after her
Well,
once a month. So
Yeah, they do. And she lives here in Vegas or next to Vegas, but I don't have a problem with her, but she does come across with kind of
That's
a
just the
know-it-all
way
when she doesn't
it
know
is.
it all.
I've
Whatever.
seen a couple.
I don't have a
of
problem with her.
videos. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
She
I
seems
don't
fine.
really keep up with her, but yeah.
No, I don't watch all of them, but
No.
sometimes,
I think she's, in the grand scheme of things, she's perfectly fine and normal. I think they feel like they have to nitpick. Like, Andrea Mowry hasn't put out a new pattern in a while, so who can we go after this week? Or Petite Knit doesn't have a pattern out, so who can we go after that week?
yeah.
It's like they have their favorites they like to call out.
Yep.
Especially those that they consider overconsumption, which I'm laughing now because now they're all worried about buying
They're
yarn.
crying about not getting, yeah.
Like,
I don't.
all those people with overconsumption has full stashes. We're fine.
Yeah, I don't mind
I'm
being an
good.
overconsumer. I have no problem being an overconsumer.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Not at all.
Okay.
No shame in my game.
Nope.
Right.
It just blows my mind because it's like they're so inconsistent on their points.
Yeah.
Right, it's hard to keep up. You're like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
we're shifting over here this week.
What week
Okay.
is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Hold up.
I love how they go on and you'll see them say, basically, it was like, okay, who are we mad at this week?
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like, maybe you should think for yourself. Just say,
Maybe you should just spend more time knitting.
Well, and then
Exactly.
in one of our groups, I pointed out where one of the snotty old bitches, he actually defended Karen Templar on something, and I'm like, oh, wait a second.
Well,
There was
yeah.
not
I
too
mean,
long ago that y'all were trying to draw and quarter that woman.
Well, that was just part of their whole, racism scandal.
Yeah.
What's
So
interesting is how
they're not
so
consistent at all.
how they're so, not so much that the lefties are anti-Trump, because we know that, but how the fact that they assume that everyone else is, and they're
Right.
shocked when they find out. Like, how do you think he got all the votes to get elected? Meaning most people
Right.
don't think the same as you,
Right. Do you want to
and they
say
just
hi
live
to
their
your
lives, and they don't, care about what their neighbors do, because
Pirate.
if it's not infringing upon me,
Nope.
I don't worry about the neighbors. But these people just assume that everybody in the knitting world thinks the way they do.
Oh yeah, that it must
And-
be the dark underside of America.
Yeah.
The cockroaches that are underground and not in polite society, like the people who live in the Midwest or something. I'm just like, dude, I'm right here.
Right.
Try being
Hello.
Republican in California. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
No, I bet.
And like they're shocked, and they immediately they go on the attack of anybody that has any different belief system whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
And like you read their post, and they're like, well, I'm against this and I'm against that, and I believe. I'm like, really? You live your life every day with the list of things that you have to make sure you're not doing or that you are doing?
That's exhausting.
That's
Very
exhausting.
tiring.
I was gonna say that just
The
sounds like
most-
way too much
The
work.
most perfect leftist phrase in my mind is the hate has no home here,
Yeah.
because it's this perfect, it's beautiful, it is entirely othering, it is people who don't disagree with me are hateful and therefore don't have to be treated as people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the perfect twist of the mind that makes everything love is what I believe. Okay.
Mhm.
I believe in happiness and joy and flowers and children getting fed. You must be the bad one.
Well, it cracks me up because they're all, how terrible our country is, with all these immigration rates and people are gone. And I'm like, you do see the polls, right? You
Yeah.
see that his poll numbers are going up. So did it ever occur to you that maybe other people feel differently? And that's okay if you disagree with them, but you can acknowledge the fact that the majority of the people feel differently.
Well, my son came over the other night and told us that Donald Trump had had a stroke
Yeah. We heard that.
and that he's
Hello?
using makeup on his hands to hide the bruises from the IVs.
Yep.
Like, all
They
right,
thought he was dead. They were praying he was dead. The hate
Yeah.
has no home
Yeah, I
here.
know. That's
We're praying he was
Yeah.
dead.
It's like, A, old people gonna old people hands, and
Right.
B, Trump isn't talking like he's had a stroke.
no,
Yeah.
no.
no.
Trump's
I saw
still
a thing
kicking
that
butt and
And
taking
C,
names.
D, and E, Biden was the corpse walking and nobody bothered.
Oof.
and
Well,
still
and-
is,
Well, nobody liberal bothered.
And the people
just-
praying for him to die seems a little ironic, but
I
don't
didn't
know.
like Obama,
Right.
but I never wished ill on him.
Right.
I just wanted him not to be doing the things he was doing. I would never personally want him dead.
Who
or
are they praying to?
all the things. Good question, because they're atheists. Most of them. Like that senator from Virginia who went on about
Oh,
how our rights
oh,
are given by government.
Pain. Oh,
Pain. Like, no. But whatever,
he's
you can
awful.
believe that if you want. But he's terrible. He looks creepy.
Tim Waltz is another one saying, "Oh, we wake up in the morning to see if we have the news." Like, no, most normal
Wait,
people.
wait. He actually said that?
Yes.
Oh yeah, because that's their thing. Trump is going to be a dictator and take away the media, take over all the elections,
Yeah.
not let any.
Ooh.
It's like I read these headlines last week, and they're talking about how Trump cut Kamala's Secret Service, and I thought, okay, now he's being petty. But then I
No.
read the article and realized that Biden had extended hers for no reason, and Trump
It's
cut
6
that
months.
because it was right. But Biden had extended it till 2026, and so Trump cut that. So it's like the headline is such a lie. He cut the extension of it,
Yeah.
not
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And I guess LA was giving her security, and then they quit after like
they're
so many days because it was too expensive.
I would not want LA security. Have
No.
you seen LA Fire Department? But
Follow orders.
know.
Yeah.
what I said, I don't think he liked it too much. And he was like, "Yeah, Trump's half dead. You know, he had a stroke and blah blah blah." And I said, "Well, at least we have our VP
Yeah.
because I love him.
Old JD Vance, healthy as a horse. That one.
I love JD.
And Hollywood used to. When he wrote Hillbilly Elegy and Ron Howard made that movie,
Oh,
he
yeah,
was the
yeah.
talk of the town. Everybody in Hollywood thought he was so wonderful and great.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they used to
Oh,
love
how the
Trump.
tides have turned.
Oh, I know.
Love Trump
Yeah.
until he went against Hillary.
I still don't understand how the appeals court upheld the decision in the Jean Carroll case.
He's going to
She
have
couldn't
to
remember what year that she even said this happened.
Has she
She didn't
looked
even
in a
remember the year.
Uh,
Oh, yeah. I mean, seriously. He
I
was
mean,
never
we
going to
know
assault
who has
that
better
woman.
taste than that.
Back in the day, he had access to many, 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 many beautiful women. I seriously doubt he would have gone after someone like her.
In a department store
Department-
tasting room, like
Oh,
what?
that's assuming that the executive who ran the real estate empire was doing his own shopping. You can't
I'm sure
tell me
he's
that
in
his
a department.
secretary wasn't doing that for his girlfriends. Come on. There's no way he was doing his own shopping.
So not to totally
Very cute, man.
distract, but my sweater.
Ooh,
Okay,
Ooh,
so
Make your
cute.
day.
all right, there's my shoulder.
we're back to
Right,
knitting.
and it's, oh hi, and it's
Sorry,
a
but I
V-
wanted to see what.
So
right. It's a V-neck coming down. All right, so this next row will have the red stripe under it, but I was thinking of doing the like these white stripes, having it do solid for those colors. But is that going to be weird because it kind of hits right there? Because and then doing the white stripe again after, so it'd be like a, I don't know, like a detail, except it's
No.
actually less detail.
No, if it's a V-neck, it's not like it's just going straight across your boobs. If it's a V-neck,
Right,
then
and I mean there is going to be a collar put in, and
yeah,
stuff.
no, that'll be fine.
Okay, gonna be somewhat
I
normal.
didn't think of a.
Make Aunt smaller to make her happy.
You've done the Synchronicity album.
Hey,
That's what those colors remind me of. I knew the stripes were.
Synchronicity.
I mean,
the police.
Did
wait,
you see that
what's the color order? Not that it matters because they
Oh.
repeat. It's 3 colors, so they all
No.
touch.
I should know. Blue, yellow, red.
So that would be the other way of mine.
Yeah.
That'd be if my sweater was upside down.
Yeah.
But I mean,
But it's still the
It's fun.
same idea.
It is.
who doesn't love the
Did you
police?
see that that they're
Can't
suing
tell it.
Sting for money? The other two?
Yes, they are not happy.
Nope. I saw that.
What's sad? I love the police.
I know. They were so fun. Their videos were fun. Their music was fun. You know.
The concert was fun.
Back when you could afford to go to a concert.
Oh, yeah, we paid $15 to go see the police. And then the next week we went and saw David Bowie for $15.
Okay. They've recreated the Wizard of Oz to play in the Sphere here at Vegas. You know, the big round
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
attraction, right? Cost them $100 million to revamp the movie to make it play.
Ugh.
Tickets start at $114 to watch a 70-year-old movie.
Nope.
It's like insane. Some guy had said if he brought his wife and kids, it'd be $600,
Yeah.
and it's just too much money. It's like, really?
Isn't
It's not
this-
even a new movie.
Isn't that Sphere the big thing?
Mhm.
So
Oh yeah, they have all the concerts and stuff
They have
there.
concerts. Dead and Company with John Mayer goes there. And yeah.
So can't people
But-
see it without paying from afar?
No, because it's
no,
it's on the
in a-
inside.
Oh,
It's
okay.
in a
It's
dome.
inside. Yeah. The concerts are all on the inside. They'll show things outside on the lights, but not the whole thing.
It's like a planetarium where the stuff is on the ceiling and the walls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But
It looks super cool, but
$100 to
that
watch The Wizard of Oz. Like,
no.
I'm really excited. that there's someplace local to me that is going to do one of those live orchestrations along with the movie, and they're doing Psycho in October.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
That'd be so cool.
I wanna go.
Morgan, come visit me. We'll go.
Bring your knife.
Yes. When in October? When?
I'd have to look it up, but
Oh my
Bring
god,
your
that
coffin
would be so cool. That would be my mom would love that too. Like, Mom, go to South Dakota. Come with. Like, we're gonna go to the
Road
show. Road trip. Oh, that would be so much
Your cheese
fun.
curds.
Yes. Yes. Oh man, that would be so much
I'm looking
fun.
forward
All
to it.
right. Trying to think, what other knitting stuff did we want to talk about? Just everybody working on whips and getting ready for the fun run and the MCAL and
Fun run.
Yay!
Yeah, I gotta plan out my project for that.
I know what I'm doing. I have the
As I
yarn.
said before,
I have
I
the
don't even know
beads.
I know what I'm doing.
I have the
You got the
pattern.
beads for sure.
Therese is prepared.
I'm ready.
Prepared.
I am not prepared. Just throwing this party.
I'm waiting on Tina to send me the yarn for the one,
Well,
and then I did
I
cheaper
gave up-
yarn for the MCAL.
I gave up looking for a pattern that had beads on it, and I'm just going to wing it. Like,
There you go.
Good for you.
Do we
That'd be
have
good.
to have beads?
what's that?
Do we have to have beads?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, that's her plan.
No, she's
My
doing a
God.
sweater with beads.
No, I'm doing a black sweater with beads on the yoke,
Hmm.
and I can't find a pattern that I like that tells me exactly where to place the beads. Like, tell me what to do and I will do it. So I'm just going to wing it. I saw somebody did it where they just added beads wherever they felt like it. And that's what I'm going to do.
Love that.
I'm going to
Very
probably do
cool.
just the flax without the garter on the arms.
Right.
Yeah, I
Keep
gotta
the
say, the
Tabitha
garter on
version.
those arms, just
The murder knits adaptation of the flax.
Yeah.
yes.
I've seen a lot of people that don't do it. Yeah. It's just,
I don't
I mean,
know.
it looks
There's just
okay.
something about it.
It looks okay if it's fitted. Like if it's really fitted to the arm, it looks okay because it stretches out the garter and it's a nice look. But if
Right.
if the sleeve's loose and it's just hanging, it's just kind of weird.
I
Yeah,
want
plus it, like,
the beads to be
puckers.
the star of the show, not the garter.
Right.
Well, I'm doing a color work hat and then the MCAL for the fun run because I have black, dark gray,
That's
light
right.
gray, and a salmon color. So at least 50% of it will be dark gray or black. So that should count.
I do
I
have a
think
backup plan,
Sorry
but
for cooking.
I would have to get Ann to approve the yarn.
Okay. Well, I apologize for the clicking, but I saw something today that you might like, so I sent you a link.
Okay. I have a backup
It
plan,
has
which
to-
never happens.
Does it have to be 50% or 75% dark gray or black, Ann?
75.
Well, I showed you, Liz. I showed you the yarn that's
You're
the
like, I might
backup.
No,
have to
yours is
rethink my
fine,
plan.
Trace. It's just
Okay.
so one of mine is I've got black, dark gray, and then a medium gray. So I don't know if it'll count. But I am doing a separate project for it too. So
Don't be one of those people.
no, I won't try to count it unless it.
No,
it's
I know you
official.
won't.
You
I know.
me.
Right.
I'm just telling
if
everybody.
there, well, it can be any amount of black and dark gray if it includes Puritan graveyard imagery.
Oh well, the MCAL I doubt will. So my other project will count for the MCAL then.
Right.
Because these are the colors I have for the MCAL.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I
Love
love
it.
so many of his projects that have neutral colors,
Yes.
and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to do neutral colors, except for one color with a pop.
That's the thing with his patterns, even the really crazy ones. When you look at people who have done them in normal colors, they're gorgeous. And it's like a totally different project. So you got to kind of throw
Emily-
out his, nuttiness.
Emily is
His
trying to
vision.
find funerary art for the Puritans. She thought she would be easier. And Renee didn't even think about using the MCAL for the fun run. She's using black to gray and a purple from Tina.
Ooh.
Well,
Very
my hat's going to
Prince
be
violent.
colors from Tina from her, you know, the one yarn she dyed for the fun run. So,
Mhm.
and then Shauna convinced me to do the MCAL again because I didn't do it last
Thought
year,
about it.
and I really like how her shawl looked last year, but I didn't do it. So
I thought about it,
I
but
figured I will try it again.
Shauna truly is the knitting influencer. The rest of us are like,
I
ooh,
know.
look at that.
I know.
oh,
And
and
plus,
that's
she always has such fun with them. And
Mm-hmm.
I quit the one 2 years ago because of Swastika, and
that's
I
cute.
really enjoy them because I love the videos because it's like he's sitting there telling you how to do this. It's like you're sitting, getting guidance throughout the whole thing on each section. And I like him because I like learning new stitches and new techniques.
Right.
And he's so positive. If you don't have enough stitches, just add a few.
Just
Love
It's
that.
no low key, no pressure. As long as he doesn't have to change the pattern because somebody complains.
yeah.
That
Which
never
makes
should
me
have been
nervous
changed.
because then it's like, is he going to do that again? You know.
What kills me is if you go on Ravelry and you look up pinwheels, there are dozens and dozens and dozens of projects that have similar shapes in them that nobody said a word about that have been there for years.
What did you do?
The fact that they called him out on something that was ridiculous.
It was a stretch. It absolutely was.
Did
But just
Pirate
And
bring
there's
something in, Joan?
the thing when
So
they got mad
everybody's
about Gypsy. There's so many patterns with the name Gypsy in it. Like, don't even start.
What did you say, Morgan?
Did Pirate bring you something?
No, he just came
Oh.
in and he wants me to eat dinner so he can beg for some of it.
Oh, I
That's
see.
Calvin.
A dog after my own heart. I
yeah,
love
exactly,
it.
Renee. His videos give you a lot of positivity and a lot of confidence.
Yep. Yep. But he
He
bent
should have
the
told
knee.
the people, hey, that's not what I had in mind,
That's not
and I'm
what it
sorry you
is.
see it that way, but this is the way it is, and let it go. And I would have had a lot more
Yep.
respect for him had he done that. But I also know he lives in the EU, and he probably was under a lot of pressure because of their free speech and all that kind of thing, and that it was
Yeah.
easier for him to change it, which I was okay with him putting an alternate. But the fact that he called out anybody who did the original is what annoyed me.
Right. That's the problem. Yeah.
That was what I had the problem with, because
Yep.
that's when he just went over the line to me. Putting out the alternate square and saying, "Hey, do this if you don't like the other one," should have been where it ended.
Oh, and I will tell you something else, and I'm not trying to bash him at all. But if you have a gift certificate for him, it will expire.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
I didn't know that.
Yep. Now, luckily, it might have been, $5 or $6, like one pattern or something. But still, that's kind of. I don't
Yeah,
like
because
that.
when you buy them, it doesn't say they expire.
Mm-mm.
Hey,
Because I went to
$5 or $6
use.
is $5 or $6.
Right. I went to
Renee
use.
said, "Is that a him thing or a program he uses?"
I don't know. It's just through his website. So, because I went to buy a pattern just to use up the last of a gift card, and it's like, no, this is not what it say. It's expired or it's no longer valid or something. I was like, well, that's no
sorry.
good.
Emily wants to know if he send the yarn tariffs. I guess so. He just did a selling of kits. He opened up all his kits for sale last week, so I would assume they're going to get shipped
No, I
out.
think they said that they were absorbing the tariffs.
Is he the one that said that? Okay.
I think
knew
he
somebody
did.
said
I'm
they were
pretty
doing
sure. I'm pretty sure I heard that.
Well, he's going to sell so many of them that I can see him
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah.
This is his big time of the year.
Yeah, he's not hurting. Okay.
No. And to be fair, the pattern's only $7, but you get all the videos with it.
Right.
as well.
His
So to me,
videos
it's
are
well
very
worth
good.
it.
Mm-hmm.
And I've used his videos to learn, that have been on YouTube to learn techniques that for shawl patterns that I didn't do, but just Googling on YouTube, hey, video for this technique, and his
Right.
pops up from a shawl he did. So his tutorials are very good.
He's very good. And he does left-handed and right-handed too, which is really good.
Yeah.
I think he's a nice guy. He just gets caught up in the trying to have a business and trying to please everybody. And
Yeah. Yeah, with a business, the first thing you learn is you can't please everybody.
yep. But as vicious
We
as
probably ought to head out.
Yeah.
We probably ought to finish up because I need to eat.
Yeah, my back is killing
We're
me.
at the
Right
2 hour mark.
Yes, Pirate
Yeah.
does too.
We were very long last week.
Pirate says, dinner time. Let's go.
Well, I mean, he's been coming in here nudging me.
He's like, come on.
Like, I'm worried about you and,
And
you're,
me,
yeah,
And
mostly me, but also you. Really, I'm concerned about you.
here, you have a bite, I'll have a bite,
Bye.
Mhm.
I'll have another bite, you have a bite,
The pirate
I
tax.
I feel like we're having a moment together, eating like a family.
Dogs, man. Dogs are just how they are.
He
Hey, be
drills
grateful.
on me so bad.
Oh,
Be grateful
pirate.
he's not out digging up a new friend while you're podcasting instead of eating dinner.
True, this is true.
Look, Mom.
Oh, I know.
You didn't want to eat, so I brought a friend.
Can he stay for
Who's
dinner?
coming for dinner?
He stayed for dinner.
Yes, it's so much fun having a pirate.
Yeah, we got a Calvin.
Well, a couple more weeks left on Knits and White Satin and the MAGA,
Yeah.
and the new issue of Blocked is out.
Yeah.
So check it
Go
out.
read it.
I glanced through it, but I haven't read it yet. So
Yeah, I
I'm
haven't.
sure there's some
And
fun articles and patterns in it.
He kept that picture of me.
Oh,
He
no.
said it wasn't him, it was BS, so I don't know.
Oh. Yeah, right.
I think that's BS.
Could be, I don't know. But
Anyway,
so
They're going to be
get your
famous
project
now.
in.
yeah, for going.
If you have, your finished items, for those, email them to blockmagazine@gmail because
I
I
gotta
think it's
keep
more
on
or less full. I do too.
I've been
and then-
focused on finishing.
The fun
stuff.
run starts in a couple weeks,
Yes.
so that's exciting.
You're gonna
And
have
then
a
we have ours is starting end of October, or are we doing it all of October? I thought we were doing it end of October. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. Whenever you feel like doing.
Ours is just knitting from stash, basically.
Just knit from stash.
Because everybody starts the first of the year and they say, I'm going to do all my stash. I'm going to knit from my stash. And it usually lasts like a month or two and then it's
And
over.
then-
But if you're already starting the year
Yeah.
knitting from your stash, you'll keep it going.
Right. And especially with the
If
whole
there's tariffs,
can't buy yarn from other places. There you go.
I'm like, tariffs? I'm broke. What are you saying?
Right. And I thought of this before the tariffs were even in effect. So I am a visionary.
there you are.
Right. you should go work for the administration. You could tell
Oh,
them
that'd be fun.
how to call out the crazies. But in the grand scheme of things, for most people who are freaking out about it, knitting's your hobby.
Right.
And, there's always going to be yarn to be had because there's always going to be, sheep and other animals and farmers who sell their wares. So,
We were in Meyer the other day, and I heard somebody. Now I live in a mostly conservative area, but I heard somebody, and then, there's a couple. I heard somebody in the Meyer in the meat department bitching about tariffs, and I'm like, dude, you are not buying your meat from overseas. Quit it. This
unless
is
it's
not
lamb.
tariffs.
Lamb's pretty much the only thing we buy overseas.
This is not tariffs. Okay, so you can quit with your TDS. Okay, stuff's expensive. It's been expensive for a little while now.
Yeah, kind
I
of
think
the Democrats took over, wasn't it?
I think, like Anne said on her podcast, a lot of these countries are going to make deals,
Of course
and
they
a lot
are.
of products are going to go, prices are going to go down
Of
because
course they are.
in a lot of cases they need us more than we need them. So,
Mhm.
You can't
And-
blame the meat. You know what? There was a time not so long ago where they were killing cattle because of some disease that was going through. They were killing all the chickens because of some disease that was going through. Well, that's not going to just resolve itself in a month or 2 or 3.
Mm-mm.
That's long lasting, especially for cows because they take a longer time to grow.
Mhm.
Anyway,
so have a good week, everybody. It was fun to
Yeah.
see everyone in the
Ooh.
chat, and maybe Neil will make it next week. Maybe not. We'll see. I'm probably not. I think he's busy, but we'll see who else shows up, and maybe Amy will show up. But we got Morgan 2 weeks in a row, which we never did. So
Woo!
yay!
I'll
And
be
Joan's
back more in
here.
October,
which-
hopefully.
And I didn't have any other diseases of the eye yet.
That's good.
well, that's good.
So it's good.
Glad
I
you
go
healed
to my
up.
doctor tomorrow. I
All
go
right.
to my
Well, everybody have a good week.
left eye tomorrow.
hope your sports teams do good. Go Steelers.
Hope your
Woo.
sports teams do good. Yeah.
Go
I
Pack
And
Go.
Go
terrible.
back. Gonna go eat and then work on knitting coffins. So
Yes.
Like you
Sounds
should.
take care, everybody. Bye.
Bye.